Hey guys, it's time we talk about MrBeast again. Just when you thought things couldn't get any crazier, new allegations have surfaced that are shaking up the YouTube community. We've got Discord server drama, accusations of inappropriate behavior, and even family members speaking out. It's a lot to unpack. Trust me, it gets pretty intense. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into the latest developments that have everyone questioning what's going on behind the scenes of one of YouTube's biggest channels. Let's investigate the Discord server situation further. If you caught my last video, you'll remember the controversy about Chris Tyson allegedly sharing inappropriate content with minors. Well, buckle up, because this rabbit hole just got a whole lot deeper. New leaks from the server have surfaced, and they're painting a picture that's more disturbing than anyone could have imagined. First, let's discuss the messages allegedly sent by Chris Tyson. We're not just talking about a few off-color jokes here. We're seeing seriously concerning comments about underage individuals. There are instances of Chris allegedly sharing links to controversial artists known for explicit content. And the roleplay? Let's say it's what makes you want to take a long shower after reading it. But here's where things take a wild turn. MrBeast was allegedly on this server too. Yeah, you heard that right. Jimmy's account was reportedly linked to his official YouTube channel, which is only possible if you own and can log into said channel. So unless someone hacked MrBeast's YouTube account, which seems unlikely, we're probably looking at the real deal here. And the messages allegedly from MrBeast, they need to be more precisely on brand for YouTube's golden boy. We're making explicit comments, joining in on inappropriate conversations, and even some exchanges about, well, let's say personal matters you wouldn't expect to see discussed on a public server. Now, why does all this matter? Remember when MrBeast tweeted that he had only recently become aware of Chris's actions? If these leaks are legitimate, that statement looks like damage control. It suggests that not only did MrBeast know what was going on, but he was actively participating in these conversations. We're not just talking about the content of the messages anymore, we're looking at a potential cover-up. This situation is forcing us to look hard at MrBeast's carefully crafted image. Is the philanthropic persona we've all come to know just a facade? What does it mean for his brand if his best friend and right-hand man are involved in this behavior? What would it say about MrBeast if he was aware of it and potentially involved himself? The implications here are massive. We could look at a domino effect that impacts everything from sponsorships to future projects. But wait, because this onion has even more layers to peel back. The accusations against Chris Tyson have escalated far beyond just some questionable Discord behavior. We're hearing allegations of inappropriate behavior with minors, including claims of grooming. These are severe charges that, if proven true, could have severe legal consequences. We're not just in the court of public opinion anymore. This could potentially move into actual courtrooms. And just when you thought this story couldn't get any more bizarre, Chris's sister entered the chat. She's come forward with some pretty shocking claims, including the allegation that Chris is faking being trans as a fetish. According to her, Chris allegedly confided about getting aroused when secretly trying on her clothes. She's described her sibling as deluded and disturbed, and even suggested that mental health professionals have recommended a complete psychiatric evaluation. Now, I want to clarify that these are all allegations. We don't have concrete proof for any of this, and we must approach these claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. However, the fact that these accusations come from a family member adds a new dimension to this controversy. It's forcing us to question everything we knew about the MrBeast crew and the dynamics behind the scenes. This isn't just drama anymore. We're looking at potential legal issues, questions of identity, and the unraveling of one of YouTube's biggest success stories. It's a stark reminder that sometimes the persona we see on camera might be very different from the reality behind the scenes. Now, let's dive into the Beast Games fiasco. For those who need to be made aware, MrBeast plans to make a show on Amazon. This Amazon show was considered MrBeast's most significant project, but it's become a PR nightmare. Contestants are coming out of the woodwork with horror stories that sound more like a dystopian survival game than a YouTube challenge. Multiple participants described an environment that was not just challenging but downright dangerous. We're talking about people being denied medication, including epilepsy meds. Can you imagine having a seizure because some production assistant wouldn't give you your pills? It's insane. The food situation was dire. Contestants claim they were given around 400 calories every 12 hours, less than what you'd get in prison. People fought over food and water, like the actual Hunger Games. And sleep? Forget about it. Reports say they were only allowed 3-4 hours of shut-eye, sleeping on the stadium floor in cheap sleeping bags. But it gets worse. There are allegations of physical violence, with men reportedly tackling and assaulting women during challenges. We hear about broken bones, stitches, and people passing out on the field. And apparently, there were only 2 ambulances for over 2,000 people. That's not just unprepared, that's negligent. The hygiene situation was reportedly abysmal, too. People claim they weren't given necessities like undergarments or menstrual products for days. Imagine competing in a high-stakes game show while dealing with discomfort. Let's talk about fairness, or the lack thereof. Contestants say the games were rigged from the start, favoring young, athletic males. It sounds like the production team didn't consider the implications of pitting people of vastly different physical capabilities against each other in strength-based challenges. There are even rumors that the team selection process was manipulated, with stronger contestants forcing weaker ones onto specific teams to create an imbalance. If true, this goes beyond poor planning. It's a deliberate skewing of the odds. The aftermath has been equally chaotic. People report being stranded without flights home and paying out of pocket for travel. There are stories of contestants leaving depressed and traumatized, feeling used and discarded by a production that seemed to care more about spectacle than safety. So how has Team MrBeast responded to this avalanche of accusations? Well, their initial statement was pretty weak. They basically said this information is inaccurate. That's it. No elaboration, no addressing of specific claims. It's the kind of response that raises more questions than it answers. In what seems like damage control, they've reportedly offered additional compensation to contestants, $5,000 per person to make up for inconveniences. They're also offering therapy sessions, which is an admission that people left the show psychologically scarred. The public reaction has been fierce. MrBeast's reputation as a generous, larger-than-life figure is taking a severe hit. People are questioning everything, from the authenticity of his previous videos to the ethics of his entire operation. Social media is ablaze with debates, memes, and calls for accountability. This controversy highlights the broader YouTube culture of extreme challenges and high-stakes competitions. People ask, at what point does entertainment cross the line into exploitation? The potential fallout from this scandal could be massive. MrBeast's brand is built on being the good guy of YouTube, the guy who gives away houses and pays for surgeries. If these allegations stick, it could seriously damage that image, and by extension, his entire business model. We might see sponsors withdraw, collaborators distancing themselves, and a general cooling of the MrBeast hype. There's also the question of legal repercussions. If contestants were put in danger or denied basic necessities, we could see lawsuits down the line. This situation forces us to ask some hard questions about accountability in mega YouTubers. When channels become de facto production companies, which ensure ethical practices, is there a need for more oversight in these large-scale productions? The MrBeast empire is facing its biggest crisis yet. From Discord drama to Beast Games disasters, the controversies keep piling up. As this story continues to unfold, stay tuned for updates. The YouTube landscape might always be different after this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the following video. Until then, stay subscribed.